Alright guys, what's up? You know who it is, Art Morrison III with another episode of The Third Degree, and I'm super excited for this episode because it reminds me exactly why I started this Third Degree YouTube series, right? And the reason being is because I wanted to be transparent with you about the ups and downs and the woes that I experienced through my businesses, and immediately when I experienced them, I wanted to share them with you so you can maybe hurdle over these things before you run into them. Obviously, I want you guys to go through your own obstacles, but if we can limit how many obstacles you guys are hitting because you have at least this YouTube experience to go off of, then you can have a more successful business than me, right? It's me being selfless. So anyway, I'll dive right into it. I'm here on my whiteboard, it's kind of messy. You guys don't have to read that, but what I just drew out was a training module for my coaches of my company, Above Maximum Basketball. I have the shorts on if you guys want to see. I have a youth basketball organization, Above Maximum Basketball. It's a nonprofit that basically teaches youth through camps, clinics, after school programs, private training, online training, one-on-one training. I said that already. What else we got? Just so many different types of training and fundraisers and tournaments and all of that. But I hit a little snag this spring. Spring is our biggest season yet for our AAU program, and it's the first spring that I am not coaching one bit. I hired coaches. Last year I hired coaches and I sucked at hiring. The interview process wasn't extensive enough. I didn't do background checks. It just sucked, right? And I got some shitty coaches and I had to step in and save the day. This year I didn't have to do that because my hiring process was much better, so I learned there. Maybe we'll do a whole nother Third Degree about hiring. But this year, what I did do wrong was because I hired coaches, I thought that meant I could exit. That was me exiting the screen. I thought that meant that I could exit the business as a whole as opposed to just coaching. And I took my attention off of the business because I hired coaches, as opposed to putting more attention and energy towards my business. Because I didn't have to coach, I took the attention and energy off of my business because I didn't have to coach, and I kind of capitalized on the opportunity to be lazy, and it's biting me in the butt now. We have a situation where basically some parents and players are complaining about the coaches, and not that the coaches are bad coaches, they're great coaches because I did the due diligence during my hiring to confirm they're good coaches, and I shadowed them and I empowered them. But I was just thinking about how I could maximize really empowering my coaches, and I've given them a lot of mentorship and I guess a good amount of training, probably equally amount of training or maybe a little bit more than most companies or organizations would, but we're not a little bit more or a little bit better company. We want to blow everyone out of the water with our training. Now this Third Degree isn't necessarily about training your staff, but this Third Degree is more so about being intentional in learning from your mistakes. So I just drew out here a list of all the things that I wanted to intentionally teach my coaches. These are all things I spent an hour and a half on a call with my coaches yesterday, kind of after the fact or in hindsight, saying, okay, here's what I didn't do. It's my bad. I took accountability. I didn't train you guys properly. And we took an hour and a half call and I just went over a bunch of things with them. So today I'm listing out those things that I'm going to record video modules for my future coaches that they're going to be required to watch in order to even become a coach. Now, the details of each of these bullet points don't necessarily matter. My point was I saw a mistake that I made and I was intentional in finding a solution. Same thing here. You can see, you know, when I coach, I always had assistants with me who would do game film, assistants who would recruit, or I would recruit myself, assistants or managers who would keep stats and film. And I would even pull parents in or players from other teams to do this. But because I wasn't present as a coach, I didn't allocate the proper time to dedicate those positions or hire those positions. So although I wore many hats when I was coaching, social media manager, game film and production, I wasn't necessarily taking stats, but I was responsible for finding a parent who was able to take stats for us. When I pulled myself away as a coach, I don't have to only replace myself as a coach, but I had to replace all those other positions. And I realized this season that because I didn't train intentionally and in a robust manner all of my coaches on exactly how I want things to go. I'm not talking about, okay, I got good coaches, let me walk away. I'm talking about, okay, you're a good coach, but here's how I want you to coach in our philosophy of our company, as well as hiring and implementing all the particular parts of not just me coaching or a coach, but even equipping and surrounding that coach with the proper personnel. I'm kind of going off, but my point is saying all of this is that for you to scale your business or exit from working in your business and move to working on your business, you have to pay very close attention to detail in replacing yourself and all the functions and operations and systems of your business, or you're gonna have to take a step back to take a step forward. Now, I'm not really into taking steps back, so we're literally halfway through the season, and I'm trying to implement all of this so that I can save this season and not lose players and let a learning experience be losing money or losing players or losing participants, right? So I'm trying to save the day here, but I'm gonna try to help you not even get to this point by being proactive in before you try to exit your business and work on your business instead of in your business. Before you take yourself out of being in your business, make sure that you cross every T and dot every I in implementing the proper personnel, systems, and strategies to make your business work without you and allow you to be the maestro over the top of the business and make everything go really the way you planned or the way it would if you were involved every single day. Your business is never gonna run the same way without you that it would with you. I don't care what business it is, when you scale, when you franchise, it's never gonna be the same as when you do it, but it can get pretty damn close if you really spend the time and allocate the energy toward implementing the proper systems, personnel, and just being extremely anal over your business. Treat your business as you would a child, right? When you leave your child for the first time ever with a babysitter, you're not just dropping that baby off and walking out the door and saying, they're a good babysitter, they got kids, they understand. No, you're gonna wanna give them details on how you want your kid raised, how you want your kid fed, dressed, what time they go to sleep, all of that. And it's the same way in your business. You can't just walk away and say, these people got it, they know that particular function of how to run this business. You wanna give them details, you wanna develop systems, and then you wanna be anal about enforcing those systems for you to have the best business with or without you. That's the third degree for today. Thank you all for hanging with me and taking this advice. Tune into the next one. Don't forget to like or subscribe at the bottom and follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that at Art Morrison III. That's all I got. Peace.